Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Save with Danny. I'm a 39-year-old single mum who is bringing you all on my budgeting and savings journey. Thank you to everyone who's been watching and supporting. Thanks to all the subscribers for the comments I've had and the messages and everything. If you haven't already, please do go give me a follow over on Instagram. I'm at Save with Danny over there. And I'm here today. I've just done my week 3 of April cash stuffing video, but I was tagged in the 30 questions tag by Cherry Blossom Budget, so thank you very much for tagging me. So I'm going to do that today and answer the questions. I think it's to get to know people a bit better in the community. A wonderful community who have been so supportive and lovely, and everybody I've encountered and spoken to has been great. So yeah, I'm going to follow the trend and do the video, and then I'll mention the 4 channels that I would like to know more about. So yeah, so I'll get straight into it. Question 1, how old are you? Well, I've already said that at the beginning of the video. I'm 39. Literally so close to my 40s now, and I'm terrified. Question 2, what would be on your perfect slice of pizza? I'm not great with pizza. I don't like all the bread. It gives me tummy problems and everything else, but I do like a thin and crispy pizza from Pizza Express mainly, and my perfect base would be barbecue base, and then with like loads of different veg on the top. So a veggie barbecue thin and crispy pizza. Question 3, if you could only eat one thing, what would it be? Very easy answer for me, that would be sushi. I love sushi, so yeah, I'm sticking with sushi. Question 4, how many children do you have? I have 3 children. I have 2 biological children and I have a stepson. So yep, 3 from me. Question 5, what was the worst movie you've seen? This is gonna be a unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Worst movie I've ever seen is Lord of the Rings. I could not think of anything that I would want to watch less. I think I got about 20 minutes into it and that was it for me, which is really strange because I love the Harry Potter films and they're kind of the same genre, I think. But yeah, no, Lord of the Rings for me. Question 6, how often do you listen to music? Well, music is life for me, so I listen to music every single day. As often as I can, obviously in the car, when I'm working, when I'm making dinner. If I'm not watching budgeting videos, then I'm listening to music. So question 7, when was the last time you cried? The last time I cried was yesterday, and I'm quite an emotional person, so I cry quite often. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's quite healthy to let your emotions out, and yeah, but yesterday was the last time I cried. Question 8, are you a morning person or a night person? I'm both, I think. I like the mornings. I like getting up and having a cup of coffee on my doorstep. I would love to see the sunrise, but equally I'd love to see the sunset. I really want to go to the beach and watch the sunset. And then I'm also a night person because it's the time that is adult time and just able to watch what I want to watch on the TV, just chilling. And I love being a mum. Being a mum's amazing, but it is also nice to have some time to yourself. So yeah, so I'm both a morning and a night person. 9, cook in or eat out? Well, I hate washing up and I don't have a dishwasher, so I'm very happy to eat out, but I love cooking, and I love home-cooked food, wholesome home-cooked food. So I'm going to be on the fence with this one. I think Cherry Blossom Budget's answered very similar actually, but I'm going to say a bit of both. I like eating at home, but I do like to go out as well. Question 10, how many languages can you speak? Well, I have started Duolingo. and I've been learning French. Now, interestingly, it was my first language, French. Before I spoke English, I spoke French. I was born in England, but my mum was French, so we moved to France when I was about 3 months old. And we were there. I did nursery there, and we only moved back over to England just before I started primary school. So yeah, and it was quite funny when we was talking about the fact that my dad couldn't understand me when I was a toddler. So yeah, I've just been relearning French over on Duolingo because I did it for GCSE. After my mum passed away, no one really spoke French to me anymore, and she passed away when I was 9. So I did it for GCSE, and I did quite well there. But then after school, I just didn't really use it anymore, and I forgot a lot. But it's been quite nice going back to Duolingo, and there's quite a lot that I understand. So it's just like the vocab and the spelling and stuff. But yeah, so I would say I can speak 2 languages, English fluently and French. I'm getting there. So yeah. Question 11, foods you dislike. So my partner would laugh at this because there's not actually much that I don't eat. But like that, so I would say I'm not a fan of sausages. Although I do like the corn sausages, I found out recently, only because my daughter's gone pescatarian, so we've been trialing foods with her, and she really didn't like the corn sausages, so I tried them because I didn't want to waste them, and I thought they were actually quite nice, but I don't like normal sausages. And then I don't like liver, kidney, any sort of offal. Not a fan. However, I do like pate, which is liver, but it's not the same. I think it's the texture of the liver and the kidney that I don't like. As I said, I'm not a huge fan of pizza, but I do like a thin and crispy. But other than that, and seaweed, which like the proper stuff like the nori, but I like it in the sushi, but I don't like it in like the salady thing that comes like in a poke bowl. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Just a very odd flavour. But other than that, and I'm quite good with trying new foods as well. Like I will try new foods all the time. Oh, and escargot snails, did not like them in France. I did like the frog's legs, but I just thought they were completely, totally and utterly overpriced. They were nice, but they weren't like what you get in a portion for how much you pay. I was like, there are like foods equally as nice as this for a lot less money. So yeah, but other than that, again, as I say, there is really not much that I don't like. So question 12, favourite film. Well, I've already said I love the Harry Potter films, all 8, love all of them. So they are up there with my favourite films. I like some of the classics, like, so sorry about that. My music box thing that answers to her name in the corner just decided to get involved with my 30 questions tag, so I will cut that bit out, but yeah, that's why I had to go. So we were on favourite film, weren't we? So I said about I like Grease and Dirty Dancing, like the classics from the 80s and 90s, when my era. I like those, but my 2 go-to films, if I'm sort of sad or bored, or my go-tos are the original Mean Girls, love that film, and also Bridesmaids, because I do like a comedy. And question 13, favourite TV show. There are so many good TV shows. This is a really hard question, but I'm going to go with what I would consider my lockdown TV show, which is the one I discovered in lockdown. I think it's got the best character progression of any TV show I've ever seen, in that when I first started watching it, I hated all the characters. I thought they were all awful, but they just come into their own. By the end of the first series, I was hooked, and by the end of the final series, I did not want it to end, and I was actually sad and missed the characters when it ended. I've watched it about 5 or 6 times through, and that's got to be Schitt's Creek. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I highly recommend it. It's brilliant. It is an acquired taste though, because I know a few people have watched it and said they didn't like it, but I think it's one you have to stick with. So there's that, and then my go-to TV series is Friends. I've seen every episode of Friends at least 20 times over, and it's just fantastic, timeless TV. I love it. So that's question 13. Question 14, where was you born? I was born in England. I was born in Kent. I don't live in Kent anymore, but that's where I was born. And 15, actor or actress crush? I mean, there's loads. My partner would laugh because there is loads. But my favourite, I would say, my top favourite is probably Margot Robbie. 16, what annoying habit do you have? I've got loads. I have actually got loads. I have ADHD, so I'm messy, I'm disorganised, I am hyperfixated when I'm into something, and I tend to ignore everything else that's going on around me. I'm messy, I'm disorganised, and I talk a lot. Like, I literally do talk a lot. I'm quite ditzy and, like, not ditzy, but just get very easily distracted, especially when I'm doing something. Like, my housework takes me far longer than it should because I start one thing and then I go off to do another, and then I get distracted by something and go and do something else, and nothing actually gets done fully. I've started everything, but it never gets done fully, or not in the time that I've allotted it anyway. So yeah, I've got quite a few annoying habits, to be fair. 17, are you afraid of spiders? Yes, 1,000,000,000% yes. 18, earliest memory. So my earliest memory is me being a brat. It was my 3rd birthday, and we were living in France at the time, and I really wanted this doll that you could put a tape in the back. I remember it being like the same size as me, and its head and arms and legs were all made of like doll plastic, but the body was like soft, but then with the tape pack inside it. So I really wanted this doll, but I wanted the boy one. And I remember when I was little, we didn't open our presents when we first got up like I do with my kids now. But you waited until you went out for like a family meal in the evening, and that's when you kind of got all your presents. So I was standing on this chair, everyone was singing happy birthday to me, and I opened this doll, and it was the girl doll, and I absolutely threw a tantrum, cried. I wasn't happy. So that is my literally my earliest memories of being a brat. I'm not like that now. I have matured, and I'm very grateful for everything all the present gifts that I kindly get off of people. So, but yeah, that's my earliest memory. 19, favourite season. I really like winter. I love Christmas, and I love snow. Not that we get it very often, but I like cold evenings. I like sitting in my warm house with a hot chocolate and cozy evenings and just everything. I do love winter. But I would say that I also love spring and autumn. I'm just not a big fan of summer, but if I had to pick one particular season, it would be winter. 20, short or long hair? Well, I've actually got both. So I've got an undercut, as I've mentioned before, all the way around undercut, around the sides and around the back. So that part of my hair is very short, but the rest of my hair is super long. So I like both. I like the fact that I've got long hair, but I also like the fact that I can put my hair up and I've got my undercut. So yeah, so both. I'm not very good at this, am I? I'm just answering like. Anyway, 21, last drink you had. Squash. Yeah. Orange and pineapple squash from Aldi. That was the last drink I had. 22, what piece of advice would you give to your younger self? So the advice I would give to my younger self is don't settle, don't panic, but mostly don't waste your money. If I could go back, and before I had children and before I had so much financial responsibility, I would absolutely start this journey a lot earlier. If you knew then what you know now, I would have a lot more money in the bank. I wouldn't have got into the situation I was in with debts previously, and I would just be in a lot better financial position right now. I'm not a person who likes to live with regrets, because I think everything happens for a reason. But yeah, if I could go back, I would say, don't settle, don't panic, because I am a terrible panicker, and save your money. Put your money, you don't need to spend it on stuff that you're not going to remember. Just yeah. So that's the advice I'd give myself. Last book you read. Not a massive reader. I like an audiobook, I like a podcast, but I'm not a huge reader. But I do like reading with my kids, especially like bedtime reading. My daughter's not overly into that now, but she'll read to me quite often. But the last book I read is The Survival Guide to Jurassic World, which is the book my son and I are reading at bedtime at the moment. So eye colour, my eye colour is blue. That's question 24. Question 25, easiest question out of all of them. Favourite musician. If you've watched my videos, you probably know the answer to this already, but my favourite musician is Pink. She's not just a musician, she's an artist, she's a performer, she's incredible. I have been her fan since I was 16. When I first heard her song in You Make Me Sick in a film called Save the Last Dance. I don't know if anyone's seen it. But yeah, I first heard her music in that film, and I was hooked from the minute I heard her. And I first saw her when I was 17, and I've been to every single tour she's done in the UK. And I queue from early doors to get front row, or as close to the front as I can. And yeah, I'm what would be classed as a super fan. I love her. So question 26, favourite thing to do on a Friday night. Well, at the grand old age of 39, I'm not a huge fan of going out anymore. I like going out for dinner, but my favourite thing to do on a Friday night is have dinner with my family, have a family movie night, spend some time with the kids, spend some time with my partner. Although my partner would probably say that my favourite thing to do is scroll through my phone and watch budgeting videos and sit on YouTube all night. But actually, my favourite thing is family time, spending time with my family. Question 27, do you have a pet? No, I don't have a pet. I did have a doggy up until May 2022 when he sadly passed away. I had him for 13 years, and I haven't brought myself to be able to have another pet since then, because it literally nearly destroyed me, losing my dog. So my neighbour, who's just moved out this week, she's also one of my very good friends, she has a little dog that I would walk on a Tuesday, so that's my little part-time dog, I say. Question 28, what makes you laugh? Lots of things make me laugh. I like to laugh. Laughing is good. It's good for the soul, it's good for the endorphins. Laughing is wonderful. But the things that make me laugh is my friends, my family, my partner, and really good comedy films and TV series. Those are the things that make me laugh. Question 29, happiest memory. Well, there's a few. Obviously, having my children, they are, up there with the happiest memories. But meeting my partner as well, because I came out of quite a bad relationship and went through a couple of years of healing some trauma that I had, and my partner came along when I was least expecting it, which is what they say, isn't it? That happens. So she came along. Obviously I was with a man previously, and we met and everything sort of fell into place, and I finally, at 37 years old, knew what happiness was. So that's, and all the memories we've made as a family of 5. So having my children, meeting my partner, and making family memories in the last couple of years, they're my happiest memories. And question 30, I'm sure you're thinking, oh, thank goodness. Favourite colour. I don't know if you can tell, but my favourite colour is pink. It's always been pink. It always will be pink. I'm not a girly girl, really, but pink is my favourite colour. So there we go. That is my 30 questions, or 30 answers to the 30 questions. Thank you very much for watching if you have. Thank you to Cherry Blossom Budgets for tagging me. The 4 channels that I would like to tag to give this a go, if they would like, is Gillian Budgets, CC Budgets, Money with Marilyn, and Lala Budgets. So I will tag them all in the description below, and hopefully some or all of them might want to take part. But as I say, thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please do give it a like. Leave me a comment. I like reading and replying to the comments. And if you're not already, please do subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video, which will hopefully be week 4 of April. It will be week 4 of April, and I will see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye.